Ellis, Antonio said you didn't make any adjustments there in the fourth quarter, but you didn't do anything differently? You just executed better?
No, well, we didn't make any scheme changes. What I felt like is sort of like that expression when these guys go in the NFL or they come up to college or something, they say the game's too fast and then it slows down for them. And that's kind of the way it is when you first play this stuff, when you don't see it for 3 years. And early in the game, they were operating their offense extremely well. I bet we didn't have 2 missed assignments, but they still hitting us for 15, 12, 20 yards, 5, 6, 7, and that's what they're good at. When we were able to come in at halftime and just get them to understand some of the things they were doing technique-wise or leverage, if you will, and angles and things like that, then the game slows down for them a little bit. And, Navy's offense takes the athleticism off the field. It doesn't matter how fast you are or how big you are, to some degree. That offensive style takes the athleticism out of it. That's why they're running. And they're running as well as anybody. So he was basically exactly right. We didn't do much different. Now, obviously, when our offense had the possessions and Navy got behind schedule, then we did some things with pressure. But you can't do that early with a wishbone team or, they'll eat it up.
Ellis, did you feel that the fundamentals, like the tackling, improved?
I hope I see that on film. It's hard to judge that sometimes on a triple option team because you're always sometimes making these reach tackles and cutback tackles and things. But about the only thing we can take from this game and build on is find out whether we were disciplined on assignments, did we cut down on some of the missed assignments, and did we tackle better? Because what we have been terrible at the first 2 weeks is third down pass defense in particular. And that's probably, among a lot of things, that's been our biggest problem. And obviously we've gone 10 days now without putting much work in it. So that's going to be the challenge, is coming off this game now and going back and trying to start over again.
Ellis, they converted a lot of third downs. Was that a concern, how they were being successful at doing that?
Well, when you look at the stat sheet, you can read it any way you want to. Until they start doing the stats in college like they do in the NFL, I don't put a lot of credibility in some of it. But the ones that bothered me were the 3rd and 10, where we've got a call on now. They're out of the wishbone mentality. And we've got a call on to get an end-up feel in his face. He sprints out. We don't get any pressure on him. And then we let a wheel route slip up the boundary because a guy comes off on the scramble. That's the one that bothered me. The 3rd and 1s and 3rd and 3s and 3rd and 2s, they're going to always be about they're going to be about 60–80% on those. That's what their offense is. It's designed to always be able to get 3 yards. We had one great play on a 4th and short, and I'll just be quite honest with you. Sometimes you guess and you call something and you hope they run something, and that's what happened on that one. We hit it in the mouth and stopped them on a big 4th down in the first half. But third down percentage against these guys, it all depends on what kind of third downs you're in.
Coach, I noticed you were up in the box again tonight after being on the sidelines the last game. Is it fair to say you'll be up in the box the rest of the year? Is going to be a game-by-game decision?
No, I think we'll probably stay with this. The reason we did it in the first place, it goes back to some headset rules in the NCAA, and I hope we're not the only school who's abiding by it, but it took every graduate assistant off the phones except one. And we were having some situations, we thought maybe we could get the calls in faster if I was on the sideline. It didn't make any difference last week. The operation was the same. I could see better when I'm up top, and I think Lorenzo likes to be down there with the defensive backs. And we just felt like we didn't gain anything from it at Georgia. I was able to make some adjustments faster on the sideline, but Brad and Lorenzo handling that fine. So we just went back to the way we were doing it because it didn't speed up the calls and the substitution or anything.
Could it be a positive that you've seen just about everything that teams can throw at you in these first 3 games?
I don't know, man. I personally, I don't know. I'm kind of like Saban. I wouldn't schedule them, but because it's not that we survived this one. We've been 10 days now. We haven't worked on what we're bad at. We have not worked on third down coverage because you got to scrap it for a whole week. So the last time we played any third down coverage against Georgia, and most of the time we didn't play it very well. So it'll be Monday before we get back to doing some of it. On the other, I don't know. On the other hand, I think anything that challenges a player, in discipline, assignment, technique, fundamentals, is certainly going to make them a better player. But has this experience made us a better football team, and what we got to deal with the rest of the year? I don't know. Hopefully we'll take something from it.
Anything else, Ross? Let him go.